Hi guys, Ozhound here. This is season 2 of what I'm going to be calling Let's Play, All the Mods 2. There hasn't been any updates between episodes, but I have done a little bit of work in trying to secure the perimeter of the base. I've put some torches around here to stop mobs from spawning in here. There isn't any light level overlay mods in this pack, so I can't sort of see if that's very effective. I've planted some trees down there to hopefully bolster my wood supply. Got myself an iron pickaxe, I believe I got in the last episode, and we're going to start to work towards some good stuff. So actually additions, we want to get, is it furnace, crusher, so yeah, crusher. We want to start doubling our ores, because if we're just going to furnace our iron ore straight into ingots, that's not very efficient. And the more, or as we've seen, just digging down sort of this way has netted me a lot of material, so we want to try to improve the efficiency as much as possible. So we need to get some iron casings, which is black quartz. I haven't found any black quartz yet, so that's going to be an issue. Redstonia crystal, that's not, that actually requires an atomic reconstructor. So I guess there is another way to get redstonia crystals. There is these red crystal shards, which I have got a few from breaking the red crystals just out here, but we don't have enough of those. So the first thing we need to get in this mod is the atomic reconstructor. Which, and the atomic reconstructor requires redstone, of course it does, and black quartz. Our other option is a crusher from Extra Utilities 2, which seems pretty good. I still need redstone for that, but I don't need the black quartz. I believe that Tech Reborn has got a macerator, but that's a whole different ball game. Going down that path requires rubber, all sorts of fancy stuff. So iron alloy furnace, that's an option. Grinder, I'm not sure if that's, probably not, because it requires diamonds. I'm sure it's called a macerator. Maybe not. So let's see if we can locate some redstone and some black quartz. This prosperity ore from mystical agriculture is something that we need to get started, as well as infernium essence. This will allow us to create our first generation seeds in order to create our first generation crops. And as you can see here, we have got things like, there's a different essences. So you start off with infernium essence, so you actually create prudent, these ones here, from mixing infernium with infusing crystals. Just trying to find these essences. So you got stone seeds, dirt seeds, so you can see the tiers. So a stone seed is tier 2, so that requires a tier 2 crafting seed, which is prudentium essence. So again, it all comes back to infernium. So in order to create this, the next tiers up, you've got to start at the base to get the next level, and then from there you can get the tiers, and they just keep going up from there. So mystical agriculture requires a bit of work, but it is very powerful at the end of the day. Lava crystal blocks. I can't actually mine those because I need obsidian level diamond. I need a diamond pickaxe at least, which is obsidian level mining. Okay, I'm at Y level 12 now, or Y level 10, so I think I might start to branch out, see if we can get any diamonds. I haven't found a cavern yet, which is pretty unusual. Usually you find these sort of things pretty quickly when you start digging in a straight line downwards. But there's lots of clay there, and that's not so good in the sense that we don't have anything in the pack that uses clay at this stage, a lot of it anyway. Well, Tinker's Tool, obviously with the smeltery bricks and stuff like that, used to use a lot of that. But yeah, the reason why that has shown up as a vein of clay which is nowhere near a riverbed is simply because Quark puts that into the world gen. It's part of Quark's features. More emeralds, that's good. Alright, Crusher. Crusher from Extra Utilities. Need slime balls. Or do we need slime balls? No, we can just use a standard piston. Need a machine block. So that should be pretty easy. 2, 3, 4. Put some of this stuff away. I need to make myself some more torches. Okay, I need 2 of these. 1. One more piece of wood. Two pistons. She might just go create 4 chests. Need some more iron. How many do I need? I need 6 plus 4, so I need 10 in total. Got 2 there. Don't think I'm going to have enough. So I need to go find me some more iron. Quartz ore. That's cool. So quartz ore, I haven't seen that before. That's part of the Embers mod. But that just gives you normal nether quartz. That's very cool. I'm just sticking my way towards this lava pit that I can see on the map. Because quite often there's diamonds around pits of lava. Oh, and there's some iron here as well, which is exactly what I'm looking for anyway. I can hear lava. And there it is. Stop it. And we found ourselves our first cavern, I think. Or is this just a shaft? No, this looks like it's just a shaft. It's okay, we've got yellowite, we've got silver, prosperity ore, got got some coal, sapphires. Yeah, there's not really a lot that I want to dig up for at the moment. So let's head back up to the surface, get this rest of this ore smelted. Plus 2 is 9, so I need one more. And of course the crusher, extra utilities 2, is probably going to need GP to run, so I'm going to have to create probably some solar panels as well. But we'll get to that. Machine block. Well, that makes 4 of them, which is good. Crusher. It actually takes RF. Right, so now we need to make a generator. Actually, additions. It's a pretty easy generator to make, except we haven't found any black quartz yet. Oil generator is what we use canola for, but again we need black quartz. Black quartz is basically the basis for that entire mod. Deep resonance, we're nowhere near that because we haven't even found any crystals for that yet. Extra Utilities 2 has got a whole bunch of generators in here. Now, they didn't, in 1.10 they didn't have the extra generators, at least to start with. So the culinary generator, I would assume, uses food to generate power. We don't want that because we don't have a lot of food. Tech Reborn generator requires a whole bunch of extra stuff. And explosive, forestry, frosty. Well, I do have a lot of... I'm in a snow biome. Furnace generator, I would assume that this would just use standard coal or flammable combustible materials. So you got a whole bunch of options here. So survival generator looks like it's the way to go because it uses the least amount of resources. So I do need yet more iron. Need a furnace, which will be easy enough. And redstone. Iron, please. Survival. Now I haven't got any cables or anything at this stage, so I'm just going to put these together and hopefully they will share the power. They should do because they're the same mod. That. Oh, okay. Because it's transferring into this. I was going to say that's not generating any power. It's generating very, very slowly, but it's not. And that seems to be burning through coal reasonably slowly. Charcoal, so that's good. Alright, crusher. Let's see what you crush. I think I'm going to have to update or up my power generation if I'm going to get any use out of this. But ore doubling done. That's good. I guess I could just make a few more of the survival generators to start with. Two. Oh, I've got some gold. That's good. So Crusher has got some pretty cool recipes and it can do exactly the same. That's interesting. Black wool. Wool, that reminds me, I need to make a bed. Otherwise I'm not going to get very far. But I don't remember seeing any sheep, not that I was looking for them, but we'll soon find out, I guess. And another thing for a bed too is that I can sleep. Another great feature about this pack, guys, is that you can, I think it's Control Delete. Yeah, you just hover your mouse over an item in your inventory and you can just hold down Control and press the delete button, and they are gone. Now obviously don't do this to items that you don't want to delete, and make sure that your mouse is still hovering over the item that you want to delete, because you need 2 hands to press Control Delete on your keyboard. So I just had a bit of a crash. My server crashed when I right clicked on the crusher, but I just right clicked on it then, as you saw, and got the stuff out, so that was a bit weird. Just gonna have to confirm that that is the case. Now, furnace. Ferium furnaces plus 15%, but I need 12 Infernium furnaces to start with that. Powered furnace from AA, iron furnace from Tech Reborn. I don't know how much faster that is. Furnace from EU2. Ep brick, so we need, I can see if we can't use that. Craft furnace. All those new furnaces I've never used before, I don't actually know how fast they are. Plus 9001%. That's pretty quick. I'll have to try those in a single player world to see actually how quick they are. But for the moment, I think that we need to see if we can find some of this black quartz. I wonder if I can make black quartz any other way. Black quartz. Oh yeah, coal and nether quartz. That's nice. Smelting. So I don't know if I want to use my nether quartz, but there seems to be a little bit of it around, so how many do I need? Furnace. I only think I need one to create the powered furnace. I need a nori crystals, which are so I still need an atomic reconstructor. That's right, 1 iron casing, which is 1 black quartz. I need a lever. Actually, a button's probably a better thing to use. I don't want it to be firing just yet, thank you. Oh, that's right, you need to change this pulse mode. That's what I want. I think I might just make some bricks. But the reason why, I guess wasn't always making the atomic reconstructor, because I actually need to use it to make energy transfer relays. So I still need, and they're not overly cheap. I mean, I need gold, which I haven't found yet. I do have 1 nugget. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to do that quite yet because I don't have any obsidian, don't have any diamonds yet. Well, what else have we got as options for power transfer? Cable. I mean, there is Tech Reborn cable in. Alright, we should have enough to make a furnace. Put that here. I don't know how much quicker that is. Good 50%, I reckon. Hear that big sigh? Bloody creepers. All I want to do is come out here and get some wood. I need a better way to mine. Blood magic. And it's night time again. Okay guys, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. This is the end of episode 2. And see you in the next one.